Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix. In this episode, we're going to go ahead and make our way through Assault of the Dreadnought to make our way back to Twilight Town, but for some reason we have to go through a Gummy ship route to get there, and like always, I'm going to go ahead and speed it up, but I will put a link to the unedited Gummy ship route in the description. You know, I really wish there were more Gummy ship routes like that in the game. That one was pretty unique as far as, you know, in relation to the other Gummy ship routes in the game. But anyway, we have completed our final Gummy ship route in the game, except for, of course, I haven't gone back to get like 100% and all that. And I'm not sure if I'm even going to do that, but if I do, that'll probably be in bonus episodes. But anyway, now that we've done that, we can, of course, go to Twilight Town. Twilight Town is going to be a little bit different this time around because a lot of things have changed and there's a whole new different type of plot that we have to worry about.
Hey, I think we're almost there.
Huh?
Gorge, aren't we here because of the picture? Look, I'll show you.
Yeah, Goofy's right.
Come on, let's go find this mansion.
Yeah.
You know, maybe I'm wrong, but from what I remember back in the day from watching Goofy and like cartoons and stuff, I thought Goofy was kind of like Patrick from SpongeBob. Not exactly the brightest, I was going to say the brightest tool in the shed, which would have been very ironic, considering I was about to say he's not a very smart person, and then I mess up the phrase. But anyway, I felt like he was not that smart, and yet in the Kingdom Hearts series, he seems to be like almost like the wise one. He's always telling us where to go. Like, he just told us we need to go to the mansion, using reasoning, might I add, not just like a guess. He used reasoning from the picture, but I don't know, maybe that's just some weird speculation I'm getting into there, but what we need to do now is run around before we go to the mansion and grab some treasure chests and puzzle pieces. I think I might speed parts of this up, unless there are like specific parts that I want to talk about a little bit more in detail or something like that. All this really is running around collecting treasure chests. I'll see you guys in a second. Now, if there's one treasure chest in the entire area that you want to open, this has got to be the one, because in a random treasure chest up here in Twilight Town, there is an Orichalcum Plus, which I don't remember if I talked about too much, but you have to have all of the Orichalcum Pluses in the entire game to get Ultima Weapons. So like I said, make sure you get that one.
Hey, are you all right? What happened?
We came here looking for Kairi. Then those white things attacked us.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah, you guys didn't have to go and do that.
Of course we did. Kairi's our friend too, you know.
You're right. You know, I never thought of it like that before.
Word is, this mansion gets a lot of really strange visitors.
We thought this place might be the gateway to some kind of alternate Twilight Town.
What do you mean, alternate Twilight Town? Hey, Goofy, do you think we could see that crystal of yours?
I made that pouch myself, and I still have it. So, there shouldn't be two of them here.
And this is the trophy Cypher gave you. You left it behind, remember?
It's the only one of its kind. Same for the crystals. Red, blue, yellow, green. Only one of each color. But you've got your own.
So, where'd you get it?
The pouch is from the king. When he gave us money for the train ride, he gave us the crystal too.
But then, where did the king get it?
See? There's gotta be another town out there like this one. That would explain how the king got that pouch and the crystal. Everything makes sense.
It does? That other town must be where whatever's missing from here went.
Like Kyrie.
I get it.
Watch out! And this is really just a run-of-the-mill fight with a bunch of random nobodies. I was going to say Heartless, but there are no Heartless as far as I know in Twilight Town. Isn't that kind of weird? I never really thought about that. But I'm pretty sure you don't really ever see Heartless in Twilight Town in Kingdom Hearts 2 anyway. Of course, in 358, there are a lot of Heartless in Twilight Town. But anyway, we're fighting with King Mickey here. I don't know if I've ever really talked about his Keyblade, but I thought I might as well mention it. His Keyblade, if you didn't notice, kind of looks a lot like Sora's Kingdom Key. And in fact, it is actually called the Kingdom Key D, and I'm not really sure if it's a spoiler to say where King Mickey's Keyblade came from, so I'll just leave that, you know, for speculation until I figure out it's not exactly a spoiler, if you know what I'm trying to say. But as far as this fight goes, it's a very run-of-the-mill fight. We're really just fighting most of the same exact nobodies that we fought throughout the game so far. I don't think there's any new nobodies anyway. And by the way, there's like, speaking of Heartless and nobodies, there are a lot of Heartless, of course, in Kingdom Hearts 2, I should say. But I think there are only like 9 or 6 or something like that nobodies, which is kind of unfortunate because I think I might just like the nobodies more than the Heartless. There might be a little more than 6 or 9, I can't remember. It depends, I guess, if you count the organization numbers or not. But for that simple fight, we get a maximum HP increase, which is a very good thing.
I got something to tell you. I found out where Ansem is. Ansem the Wise. The real Ansem. He snuck into Organization 13's stronghold.
And we've figured out where Kyrie is. I'm pretty sure we're right.
But why'd you all come here?
Someone gave us a clue.
Who?
Well, Your Majesty, Sora thinks it might have been Riku.
It's just a feeling I had.
Well, if that's what you think, then it's probably right.
You mean Riku's okay?
If that's what you think.
I've waited long enough, Your Majesty. Tell me what you know.
It's not for me to say.
But Your Majesty, why?
I don't want to break my promise.
You made a promise to Riku? So he's okay! I can see him again!
Huh? Who's Riku?
My best friend. That's it!
Your Majesty? You got the pouch with the crystal from Riku, didn't you? And you promised not to tell, right?
Gosh, guys.
That's enough!
Yeah, let's go. Kyrie, Riku, we're on our way.
King Mickey's line there, gosh, guys, I don't know why, that's always been burned into my head, because I always figured that Sora and all them were pressuring him, but it was kind of necessary, and I don't know if I can get this puzzle piece by jumping up here or not. I have a feeling we're going to need Glide to get up here. Might as well try one more time.
Yeah.
And I tried a couple more times, but I'm pretty sure we cannot get that right now, so we might as well enter the mansion, which we haven't been in since the very beginning of the game. There's gotta be a computer somewhere. A computer. Do you think it's connected to that other Twilight Town? It might be. And there should be a way into the Realm of Darkness there. Riku told you that, didn't he? Please, Sora, I made a promise. Aha, I knew it! Hey, stop pestering the king! Right, sorry. Maybe this is just me, but I feel like we have a right almost to know that King Mickey's okay, and I'm just gonna run around and collect most of the treasure, actually all of the treasure that is laying around here in the mansion, which we collected treasure before. I wonder who put, actually, I take that back. We ran around in the fake Twilight Town, or the data Twilight Town, as Roxas, collecting treasure chests, which all that treasure was transferred to Sora at some point. I don't think we've been in the real Twilight Town mansion up to this point, so I was gonna say, somebody put more treasure in here while we were away, you know, doing all the worlds and stuff, but we actually haven't been in here as Sora at all. But in here, in the White Room, of course, there is a puzzle piece. In the original version of Kingdom Hearts 2, of course, that would not have been there. So really all you would have done in the White Room is run in there and run out, because there's really nothing to do in there. But yeah, I really feel like, I kind of got sidetracked there. I feel like Sora has a right to know almost that Riku's okay. I know Riku doesn't want Sora to know exactly what is going on with him, and I was about to spoil like a huge spoiler right there. But yeah, I feel like Sora has a right to know that Riku's at least okay, if not exactly where he is. But anyway, in here we're probably going to be getting a cutscene.
There!
We found it!
How does it work?
I can handle it. Okay. Here we go. Oh,
What's wrong?
I can't go any further without a password.
Do you have any idea what the password might be?
Well, we only got this photo.
I just saw this with a screen bar.
Yeah, the one Donald ate up.
It was in the box right next to the photo.
Hey, that's it! Ansem the Wise loved ice cream.
Okay, what's the name of the flavor?
If you are a fan of the Kingdom Hearts series whatsoever, you're gonna know exactly what flavor of ice cream is used for that password right there. But before we talk to Pence, almost called him Hater, and get started, you know, going to the other Twilight Town, we need to come in here and get the final treasure chest in Twilight Town, and that is the ultimate recipe. Might as well go ahead and show you the list just to make sure. It's actually just for me as well, to make sure I got everything, and I did. There are some treasure chests in Radiant Garden. I almost called it Hollow Bastion, but that's not what it's called anymore. There are some treasure chests in Radiant Garden, and what is going on? I was going to use these AP boosts. Apparently, I have used the maximum number of AP boosts I can use on Sora, so I might as well just use it on Donald. But yeah, in Radiant Garden, there are some new treasure chests in the Cavern of Remembrance, which, if this had been the original version of Kingdom Hearts 2, we would not have had to have worried about those, of course, because that Cavern of Remembrance, or Cave of Remembrance, wasn't there. So at this point, in the original version of Kingdom Hearts 2, we would have only had the treasure chests left in the next world we're about to go to, if that makes sense. It was kind of a long-winded ramble to say we would have had all the treasure chests available at this point if this was the original version of Kingdom Hearts 2, but the password is sea salt ice cream.
It worked! Let's go.
We'll be here to hold down the fort.
Say hi to Kairi.
You bet.
And all there is left to do at this point is come over here and touch the beam.
Are we back in the same place?
Yeah!
This is the other Twilight Town. Roxas's Twilight Town.
There's gotta be an entrance into the Dark Realm somewhere. Let's split up.
And here we are in Data Twilight Town. Might as well grab this Dawn piece, and I wanted to show you, over here if we try to leave to go back into the mansion, this doesn't feel right. I don't know what could feel more right going into the Data Twilight Town. I thought it would have been awesome to go back to Data Twilight Town, but I guess not.
There.
This is it.
You'll have to forgive me for talking over that cutscene a little bit. I forgot it was going to be there, but if we try and go through that door, something's not letting us leave. So they really did not want us exploring in Data Twilight Town whatsoever.
What is this place?
Well, which way should we go?
Riku! Kairi!
If I've said before that any other area in the game was my favorite place to fight or my favorite battleground, I'd take all that back, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to go ahead and say that this is my favorite place to fight. I'm pretty sure this area is called Betwixt and Between, but I don't think they've called it that yet. We can come back through here later on, and that's going to be the name of it. All we're doing right here, though, is fighting some run-of-the-mill nobodies, you know, like Dusks and stuff. There's not really too much to worry about until a few minutes from now. There's going to be a little bit harder of a fight involving much of the same nobodies.
It's no use!
Don't stop moving, or the darkness will overtake you. Get going!
Why?
Don't ask, just do it!
You okay?
I kidnapped Kairi, but she got away from me. After that, Saïx caught her. He's a member of Organization 13. Saïx. Got it memorized? Now go save her!
Leave us alone!
And we get the power of fire on our side. Axel is on our side. I love Axel. He's one of my favorite characters in the series. I'm pretty sure I said this in Rechain of Memories as well. And this is exactly why. Or not exactly why, just a little bit why. He's one of my favorite characters. I'm not sure if I said this in Rechain of Memories or not, but like I said, he is one of my favorite characters in the series, and some of the characters related to him are some of my favorite characters as well. I'm trying so hard to edge on the line of spoilers here. Regardless, though, we are fighting much, like I said, of the same nobodies here in this fight. This time, though, we get Axel, of course, to help us. The only thing is, I'm not really sure how much he actually helps. All he really does is yell and throw fire everywhere. I'm pretty sure he does, if not no damage, then very, very, very little damage. Really all this is us fighting the nobodies, and Axel is just kind of like along for the ride. If he does damage, it's not as much as like Donald and Goofy, which is kind of unfortunate, and I kind of wish that maybe the organization members, or not all of them of course, but some of them, maybe like Axel, I wish he had been part of the game a little bit more than he was in this game. Of course he is a big part of the storyline, but if he had offered his services a little bit more than he did just in this one fight, I think it would have been kind of cool to have him as a party member or whatever, kind of like in 358, but that is getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. This fight is over, and for that we get Slapshot.
I think I liked it better when they were on my side.
Feeling a little regret?
Nah, I can handle these punks. Watch this.
Whoa! You're fading away.
Well, that's what happens when you put your whole being into an attack. You know what I mean? Not that nobodies actually have beings, right? Anyway, I digress. Go. Find Kairi. Oh, almost forgot. Sorry for what I did to her.
When we find her, you can tell her that yourself.
Think I'll pass. My heart just wouldn't be in it, you know? Haven't got one.
Axel, what were you trying to do?
I wanted to see Roxas. He was the only one I liked. He made me feel like I had a heart. It's kind of funny. You make me feel the same. Kairi's in the castle dungeon. Now go!
Axel. this leads to.
Come on, let's get going.
随分と空席が増えちまったな。アクセルの悪あがきを楽しみにしてたのに、やたら素直に消えちまうしよ。
彼は満たされたのかもしれんな。己の存在をかけ、何かを手に入れたのだろう。
おいおい、俺たちは存在しないのに、どうやって存在をかけるんだ？賭けのルールに反してるって話だ。
そう。アクセルは存在しないものをかけ、おそらくは勝ったのだ。彼らしい鮮やかなイカ様と思わんか？
くだらん。奴が手に入れたのは無だけだ。アクセルは心を持たない虚しさに耐えられず、心に引き寄せられて破滅した。奴は弱かったのだ。
だが弱さによって目覚めるものもある。見えるのだよ。アクセルは空の心を揺さぶった。空と共にある彼が目覚めるのではないかな。
Axel said Kyrie's in the dungeon.
Then we better find a way to get to that castle.
Man, so much happened in those cutscenes right there. Axel faded away, and I was gonna see what that new ability was in Slapshot. I'm not really a big fan of Slapshot. Axel wasted his life, or not wasted a life, wasted away because he risked his life to save us pretty much. And the reason he risked his life for us is kind of twofold, and I really don't want to talk about it too much until the next episode because it is a very big spoiler. But with the new Final Mix cutscenes, and if you know really anything about the series, you probably know the two reasons that I'm thinking of, but also that cutscene with the organization where they were sitting in their, you know, classic room. I cannot remember what that room is called, but I might edit it in there because I should know what it is. But they were talking about Axel saved Sora or something like that, and he awakened, which is a very important concept, I think, that I am very shocked actually to see in Kingdom Hearts 2 that they knew. If I'm thinking about what I think they're talking about, I'm kind of surprised that they knew about this concept way back during this game. But as for this episode, guys, it is over. I want to thank you guys for watching this episode of Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, and I hope to see you guys back for the next episode.